We get to choose how we meet each experience. Some people are going to take something really good that happens, and they're going to go, oh, no, 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 other shoe's going to drop. I can't feel this good. Because I'm afraid that if I feel this good, the other shoe's going to drop, and then I'm going to feel really bad. So I'm going to come back down to here because I don't want to get excited about this wonderful thing that's happening to me. How many times has anyone ever done that? I've done that before. Then you have another person that takes something really heavy that happened to them, and they go, I am so grateful I got to experience this exquisite pain. Who does that, right? But we can. We get to choose how we meet experience. So we might say, this exquisite pain that I just went through really showed me a deeper set of empathy or a deeper understanding. Healers, and you're all healers in this room. It's funny, there's like all people that are healers in this room. Healers are healers generally because they had a tough childhood sometimes. I think of it as like there's a guy walking across the street and falls in a pothole, and he's down there for days going, help me, help me, help me. And finally someone walks over and goes, look, there's a ladder. I can't pull you out, but you can climb out. Climbs out and he goes on his way. Next week, walking down the same street, falls in the same pothole. But this time he's like, oh, wait, I don't have to be down here for days. I remember there's a ladder. And then the next week, goes around the hole, eventually stops going down the street. The healer, that's the person that comes over and goes, look, there's a ladder. The only way the healer knows it is because we've been down there. We're all healers because we understand what it feels like. We understand because we had to do it ourselves. We had to find our own answers. And maybe we got here because we had a parent that didn't do well, or that we had a trauma in our early life where we're like, well, I don't, or I want to understand this better, right? We have a choice as to how we're going to meet the experiences we have, and we have to remember that. We're not the experience. We get to choose how to meet it. There's a whole kind of like concept of pretending that some unconscious part of you chooses or desires that painful situation. That would be a little bit weird, right? Leaning into it. But wouldn't it be funny if I playfully thought, you know what? Maybe my subconscious really wanted to feel this. Like Persephone. Persephone could have gone around and been this whole core maiden, right? But she separated so she could experience it. So what if the next time we have a difficult thing come up and we go, oh, well, maybe I'm going to pretend that there's a part of me that wants this fulfilled. What does this feel like to let this feeling of uncomfortableness, this thing that I don't like, that's not good? What if I look at it more like, hey, there's a part of me that really wants this. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to pretend that that's good. I'm going to feel it. You can look at it, oh, my subconscious humorously or playfully wants me to experience this. How do I begin to enjoy it, to let it complete? When you make a game of it, you greatly expand your sense of agency. You can come into it and meet it in a different way. Oh, I'm going to feel this sadness right now. And I'm going to kind of pretend that this sadness is what I need. It's hard. Your logical mind, resistance. Oh, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to pretend that that's good. What do you mean I have to pretend that that's good? Well, listen. Buddha says existence is a flash of lightning in the sky. It goes so fast. In this moment, in this body, this temporary body, we are timeless beings in a time-bound body. We're only here for a very short period of time, and we're here to experience. We're here to take in. But more than that, we're here to become whole. We're here to find balance. I was reading this article about this woman, Sharon Rommel. She's a shaman, a shamanic teacher. I've taken a bunch of her classes, but I was reading this article that she wrote the other day about luminous beings, right? And the shamans believe there's a split in humanity. And you have some people that aren't going to come to consciousness. They're going to stay in their patterns of fear and hate and greed. They're not meant to. But there's another group of us who they believe are helping humanity transition from Homo sapien to Homo luminous beings. How do we transfer into Homo luminous beings? By inviting in the light, by holding space for all of this in an accepting and approving way. And so she was talking about this new earth, that the shamans have been talking about for a while, and they were talking about how everyone will be a luminous being who is completely at peace. And then she's like, and you know what, wouldn't it be interesting if we started fining people for anger because they are polluting the energy field. You get a ticket for anger. You get a ticket for depression because you're polluting the field of energy for the rest of us. Like, it's a weird concept, but it kind of hit me, and I went, oh, we are the pebble in the pond. Every day, our pebble drops into the pond and we make ripples. The goal in today's class is to incorporate into our ripples the things we deny, the things we push away, that part of ourselves that we don't like, that we feel not good about. And how do we begin to bring that back in to us? How do we eat those pomegranate seeds, bring that back in so that we can become more accepting and approving of ourselves? The light and shadow. I accept myself as I am, the things I'm proud of, the things I'm ashamed of.